Hello, I'm Jack Parrott, and this is Faith in Context, a look at biblical faith in the context of daily life. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever doubted your spiritual faith? Have you ever doubted that you are truly born again, that you're going to go to heaven when you die, that Jesus is the Son of God, that the Bible is the Word of God? Well, if you're like many Christians, you have doubted at one time or another. Well, in this series, I want to talk about the value of your doubts. So give me 5 minutes, sit back, and let's get started.
Here is Dr. Jack Parrott with today's lesson.
So you have times of spiritual doubt. Does that mean that you're not going to go to heaven when you die, that you're not a believer, that you're not a Christ follower? Not necessarily. Because when we look at the New Testament, there were doubters even among the followers of Jesus. You may have heard of Thomas. Thomas was a disciple of Jesus. After Jesus had been crucified, the disciples met together with some others in the upper room for fear of their lives. Jesus appears to them at least on 2 occasions. The first time Jesus appears, Thomas is not present. When the disciples tell Thomas that the Lord has appeared to them, he doubts. Therefore, he's called by many the doubting Thomas. But Jesus appears a second time to the disciples, and this time Thomas is present. The first time he had said, "I will not believe unless I see the nail prints of his hand, the gash in his side." The second time Jesus appears, he appears to Thomas, and Thomas sees just those things, and he believes. There's another one that you may not readily think of in the New Testament, who may have experienced some times of doubt, and that's John the Baptist. Now, John the Baptist is the forerunner of Jesus. Jesus himself says, "There's not anyone in the kingdom who has greater faith than John the Baptist." But when John is arrested by Herod, thrown into prison, he sends his disciples to Jesus with this question: "Are you the Christ, or should we seek another?" Jesus gives his disciples this answer: "Go back and tell John what you have seen and heard." So they do that. As far as we know, that encouraged John. So whenever he is beheaded by Herod, he goes to his death as a man of faith, because his questions, his doubts, have been answered. In more recent centuries, there are other great believers who had periods of doubt. One of them was Martin Luther. Now, Martin Luther was the champion of faith during the Christian Reformation. He was a champion for the cause of believing in Jesus Christ. And yet, Luther is known to have had times of great doubt, but obviously it did not overcome him. In more recent times, C.S. Lewis, the prolific Christian writer, quoted by many, also experienced times of doubt, particularly after the death of his wife. But his faith, again, overcome those periods of doubt in his own life. So if you have doubts, you're in good company. All of us, many of us, if not all of us, have times of doubt when we wonder about are we a Christian? Have we been born again? Is our faith secure? Will it last? Will it endure? Now, I want to suggest to you that when you have these times of doubt, you might want to follow the example of these people I've cited, particularly with Thomas. What does Thomas do? He says, "I will not believe unless I see." And so he examines Jesus when Jesus appears to him. The same thing is true of John the Baptist. John says, "Listen, I'm going to send my disciples. You ask Jesus these questions and come back and give me the answer." Whenever they face doubt, they seek. The Bible gives us some great clues here. When we have time of doubt, seek and we will find. Knock, and the Bible, Jesus says, knock and the door will be open to you. Ask, and you're going to get a response. So don't be overcome by your doubts. Look to the Lord. Seek Him. Share with Him. Tell Him your doubts. Place your faith and trust in Him, because that will give value to your doubts. I'll see you again next time.
Thank you for watching today. Help others see Faith in Context by pressing the like and share buttons on Facebook. More of Pastor Jack's resources are available at www.jackparrott.com and on YouTube channel.